Welcome back to Boar's Physical Media Rant. I'm Vanessa and he's Charles. Don't forget to like our video. It lets us know that you actually like the content that we are putting out. It also helps YouTube algorithm get more of our videos out there for people like you and people like us. Don't forget to comment down below and keep subscribing.
Welcome guys to our second video today. Yes. This will be our final video today. And yes, this is a review. But it's not our normal typical Scream Factory shout review. No, we do a lot of them, but we said we were going to do a review on this, and we finally got around to watching it. I was so happy. I love this movie. I grew up watching this movie, and Imprint did this. If you don't know who Imprint is, you need to check them out. They get some stellar titles.
They really do.
Which was weird, and that's another thing we'll talk about later in this video, about how I feel about this title alone, with ways they could have took with it. But let's go ahead and get started. The Mothman Prophecies, starring Richard Gere.
Yep, and Laura Lindley. And here's the back, and here's your side. They don't do disc art, at least not on this one, but they do have, I guess, other titles that they have done. So this movie is mainly focused around Richard Gere, and his wife dies suddenly. They figured this out and the circumstances around that. So, and then he's a news reporter, and he was supposed to go to Virginia from DC. So obviously from DC to Virginia is honestly not that far to go. Really, it's not. And he was on his way, and somehow he gets in West Virginia.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Yes, which is close to the Ohio River. How do you go from DC to Point Pleasant?
Within an hour and a half time span.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. So he comes over, he tries to, you know, he obviously meets some people there in Point Pleasant and whatnot, and this is focused around a creature, a demigod, like whatever you guys want to consider what Mothman is. Definitely let us know down below. But it focuses around this, about this creature who comes and visits these people, and he comes to visit a certain one character because he talks back and forth with him and lets him know things are going to happen. And then he lets the Richard Gere's character know this, and literally the next day or the same day he tells him it comes true. So Mothman is pretty much focuses around tragedies. And Point Pleasant, West Virginia, back in the 60s, Mothman was there. There was multiple people who saw him. There have been multiple people who've seen Mothman in actually Chicago as well. But let us know down below how you feel about it. But that's pretty much what this movie is about. It's about Mothman and what's going on in Point Pleasant.
Yeah, it's a story-driven movie. It keeps your keeps your attention, especially my attention.
Yeah, I had never seen this movie. I had heard of it, but I got like super excited when it came that it was coming out and we were gonna watch it, and I really enjoyed this movie.
I was excited to see the ending again, because the ending is just I love how they ended it. It just goes a totally different way at the very end, but it's one of those movies you need to sit down and watch. It's not like a horror movie. It's considered horror mystery, more or less. But I would say this is one of Richard Gere's best roles. Yeah. At least my opinion.
He did so good.
I think he did a hell of a job in this. He lost his wife in the beginning, like she said. They had just recently got a house, brand new house, and they're going home, and Mothman shows up, and just like a blur real quick, and then bam, and ends up taking his wife away. And of course, fast forward, he's still dealing with the effects of what
2 years
happened.
later.
Of what happened. Obviously,
Mhm.
I mean, obviously he loved her. I mean, going over. Hell, if something happened to her, I'd be upset.
Something happened to him, I'd be upset.
So, maybe a couple days, I'd be back in shape. But
No, you wouldn't.
I'm just kidding. But I highly recommend this movie. I've seen this movie back in the day,
Mhm.
and actually from 2002, so it's 22 years old.
Wow.
But about an hour and 58-minute runtime. It does have some special features on it though. This does not have a 2K, 4K scan, but it has a 1080p high definition presentation,
Mhm.
which I thought the picture looked pretty good.
It did. It
For as
actually
old
looked
as
really
I mean,
good.
you could still see the grain and whatnot, but I thought the picture looked good.
I did.
But has an audio commentary by director Mark Pellington. 99 will be directing the Mothman Prophecies interview with director Mark Pellington from 2020. Nocturnal Butterfly editing the Mothman Prophecies interview with editor Brian Burdon, 2020. Don't Be Afraid composing the Mothman Prophecies interview with composers Tom Dandy from 2020. What Do You See designing the Mothman Prophecies interview with production designer Richard Hoover from 2020. Making a featurette Half-Light music video by Lowe. Deleted scenes. Search for the Mothman documentary. Day by Day, A Director's Journey Part 1, The Road In. Day by Day, A Director's Journey Part 2, The Road Home. A theatrical trailer and stills gallery. It does come packed with a lot of special features. Not necessarily all new. But then DTS HD 5.1 high resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Not DTS HD Master Audio like most is.
Right.
But then a 2.40.1 aspect ratio. So I highly recommend this movie.
Yes. This movie is based off of what did happen back in the 60s. It's just fast forward to an updated date.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the correct amount of people. It's actually less than what happened. So if you guys, I mean, this has been obviously out for a very long time. So if you don't know, Point Pleasant had a bridge and Mothman shows up. Multiple people saw him. They went to the police station, like the whole documentation of it, and let them know. And this bridge over the Ohio River collapsed and killed a bunch of people. So this is based off of a true story. I mean, everything leading up to it may have not been true, but the ending is, besides the account that have people who have passed away from this. But if you actually go to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, it's a big deal for them. They have like a big old statue of Mothman. They have a museum of Mothman where it's got actually parts from this movie, like screenplay, their cameras, everything from this. They have the guy, I guess he's the mayor, I think it was, what the outfit that he wore, his jacket when they built that statue. They have that actually in the museum. They have like this whole big thing. It's super awesome. They also have, like, at the ice cream place, they got like Mothman ice cream. They have specific Mothman pizza for, it's really a big deal for them. So if you're ever around there and want to go and visit this, you definitely can. It's super awesome from what I've seen online. If it wasn't like 6 hours away from us, I would definitely go because it looked so awesome to go and like go see this museum and whatnot. But definitely check this movie out. It was so good. It's definitely worth your time and worth your money.
Now with that, it is available on Diabolic. It's not cheap, but it's like a $30 price tag. But I recommend this. If you have seen this or have heard of it or even thinking about seeing it, watch our review, how we felt, and I would definitely recommend this.
Yes.
Now, with what I said in the beginning, this was a Sony film, which Sony should release this on 4K
Mm-hmm.
This would be an awesome film to be in 4K because a lot of it's filmed in
Yeah, it is.
darkness. So you get some light days, but they're kind of dreary.
Right.
But Sony dropped the ball. They could have did a 4K on this.
Absolutely.
I mean, they could have really ran it with this. I mean, I don't know why they didn't, but I'm glad Imprint got it and at least put it out on Blu-ray again the way we have it. Regardless, it don't have no 2K, 4K, but you get upscale. You get upscale as best it's probably gonna look, unless somebody does a 4K of it. But
Right. If you want to know why it's so expensive, Imprint is actually an overseas company.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why it's a little more expensive. But like I said not that long ago, like it's worth your money. This movie, from somebody who's never seen this movie, it was that good. Like, I would tell you to go and purchase this movie.
It's region free. You don't have to worry about it being region locked. So very, very good. That's about all we can say about the Mothman Prophecies. Go over to Diabolic, pick it up.
Yeah.
Or go to Imprint and look at their titles. They got some cool titles. And we will be doing another review on another Imprint movie here pretty soon.
Yep.
So we're not going to tell you what that is, but stay tuned. And that's our recommendation and our review for the Mothman Prophecies.
And let us know down below if you've seen this, if you heard of it, if you love this movie, if you've been to Point Pleasant. Let us know.
See you on the next one.
Bye.